half in the bag.
I've been killing it all night, but you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Good night.
Oh, thank God it's over.
I'm so glad she's done with the fucking comedy. It's so bad.
You guys,
It's
right?
So, oh, that was
Really
hysterical.
Great set.
Thanks.
Really
Great set.
funny.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Really funny.
Was.
Thank
really.
you.
Yeah.
So I'm done for the night. What are you guys up to?
Oh, actually, we were planning on watching a film.
Oh, what?
It's called The Black Ninja.
Justice by day and payback by night.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
We don't have a DVD player.
Black Ninja.
Oh.
So that was Black Ninja.
Oh my. Wow. Jay, you're the one that found the Black Ninja DVD.
Yes.
Where did this come from?
Well, I had seen a clip of the opening sequence on YouTube. It was probably the most exciting, amazing opening sequence to a movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I said, I want to see the rest of this film. I need to see where this goes, where Black Ninja goes.
That opening scene, that draws you in.
Yeah. It
does.
It really says, this is Black Ninja.
Well, it's amazing because there's no introduction to the Black Ninja character. There's some thugs, and then he just runs into frame.
Hey, baby, nice purse. Let me take a look inside and see what we got, huh?
Yes. And then blows them up. Well, sort of.
Throws
Blows
a
up a
grenade.
building
Yeah.
with a grenade.
And then it's followed up with an opening credit sequence that looks like it was done in Super Mario Paint
Oh.
for Super Nintendo. It's very similar, the animation style.
What are you trying to say about this particular film?
I'm trying to say that it looks like shit.
Hey, what's up?
This should be called Stock Sound Effect, the movie.
The star of Black Ninja, his name is?
Clayton Prince.
Clayton Prince.
And he's from The Cosby Show, quote unquote, from The Cosby Show, but
As
he
in-
was on 2 episodes.
He was on 2 episodes. But he was also Seaweed in Hairspray, the movie Hairspray.
Go to second. Go to second.
Oh, yes.
John Waters' Hairspray.
Yes. I've seen Hairspray, but I don't remember the character named Seaweed.
He's the black boyfriend character.
Really?
Did you just say black? Does it make you comfortable to be sitting so close to a racist? Anyways, the film was made by black filmmaker Clayton Prince.
I don't know if I'm doing something good or bad or right or wrong.
He's not a bad actor, but what I could say with certainty is that he's a bad writer-director.
Well, that's the thing right off the bat. After that amazing opening sequence and the opening credits, it cuts to the courtroom. And there he is in the frame. And the credit reads, written and directed by me. And that shows a level of
Narcissism?
narcissism that is completely unwarranted for this movie.
Even the greats, you know, Alfred Hitchcock,
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, they don't write written and directed by me.
I think that Clayton Prince's strong suit in this film is really his writing and singing of the theme song.
Yes. Oh, in addition to acting and directing and writing the movie, he
Hip-hop
also created the theme song, which is luckily very catchy because you're going to hear it a million fucking times in
Should
this
we
movie.
sing the theme
Yeah.
song?
Black Ninja! Ninja! Black Ninja!
See? Another fascinating element about the Black Ninja DVD is that we're intrigued by the quality level of the film. At first time I watched it, I was like, wow, this is a film that was shot on a high-8 camcorder, and that they cropped it to appear to be the film aspect ratio. And I laughed at first. I said, that's funny, that's adorable, they're cropping it to look like a movie. And then we started to notice little imperfections and scratches and stuff, and then the shocking part came.
This was shot on film.
When we said this was shot on film.
Get out of here.
There's lots of bizarre things in the movie. There's some like digital zoom-ins.
Yeah, that are real bad.
And it's like, oh.
But it's not even like a different shot from the previous shot. It'll be a wide angle, and it'll just do a digital zoom to the exact same shot.
Right.
Well, you're real close. Just go to the end of this building.
But the question is, which is up for debate, is was this film just like a rough cut that wasn't a finished product that somehow, like they said, we ran out of money or whatever the reason was, they said we're done with this movie, but we should try and release it?
Yeah.
And this is the best edit we have so far. What do you think? Like, what's your?
I don't know, because there's parts where it's like towards the end they're shooting in that like basement, and there's this horrible ambient like
machinery noise.
Laundry room.
Machinery noise.
I was the master since you was in high school.
They have a boom, but you can hear all that noise, and it's like, what is the actor saying?
Yeah.
But then a couple lines later, the line will be ADR'd, but it's only certain lines are ADR'd. So it's like, were those lines even worse, and that's what they felt needed to be improved, or did they not finish ADRing the whole scene?
There's very clear like hard edits between soundtracks.
Don't be that you don't kill me, Mr. Ali.
Like the sound cuts in for one of the actors that's mic'd somewhere. It's almost like the whole film is edited with the scratch tracks from the boom mics when clearly they needed to ADR stuff. So it's like, is this just like an offline edit that they exported and burned to a VHS tape? We're going to show the director and get some comments. And that's as far as the process got.
Can I ask you this question? If you were to reimagine Black Ninja using this footage, could you make a good movie out of it?
No.
No. Primarily because of everything.
I just wanted to say that my prayers are with Mrs. Rodriguez and the Rodriguez family.
Get a wife and drop dead.
What do you know about the director of photography for this film, Jay?
I've actually seen other movies DP'd by this guy, Brendan Flint. He's done multiple films for Troma and Lloyd Kaufman.
Oh, well, that's the mark of quality.
So what's your biggest fear about today?
Fear? I have no fears.
All right, what's your biggest hope for today?
I'm not that ambitious either.
Poultrygeist, the film Poultrygeist. I'm sure you're familiar with Poultrygeist.
Watched it a lot.
Citizen Toxie, The Toxic Avenger Part 4.
So many times.
Tromeo and Juliet, the classic.
Tromeo and Juliet, wasn't that the James Gunn film?
James Gunn, that's a quality movie.
Does that
Not
film-
because of the cinematography, but because of the writing, which is James Gunn. So.
Okay, but speaking of the cinematography, it's terrible. It's like if you or I lit a film.
No, wait. Look.
I mean, actually, it's worse than that.
It's much worse than our
It's like
lighting.
if Rich Evans lit a film. No, seriously, or my mom.
Someone who says, we just need light on these people. So you take a shop light and you just point it at them. And there's harsh shadows. There's a scene in the movie that's a big emotional scene between Black Ninja and his new lady friend. And they're talking about his dead family. But the entire time on his shots, there's a shadow of her head on his chin. And it's like, maybe you should move the light just 2 inches away so that doesn't happen.
I feel like the lighting was actually really well done, though, during the sex scene. Like really bright light.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That scene has 4 different lighting schemes and 4 different color temperatures.
Yes.
For one sequence that's supposed to be smooth flowing.
A full scene,
It starts
yeah.
off with them in the room, and there's a gigantic light in the bedroom for some reason. It has multiple patterns. And then the next shot is a reverse. Well, she goes to bed. He
Right.
leaves. And the light is still on, the bright light.
Right.
And she's asleep in bed, and then it cuts to a reverse. The color temperature is entirely different. It's like orange.
Yeah.
Obviously shot at a different time. Then the Black Ninja comes in and fights them and throws the guys out the window. They shot that in daytime, and then they shot when Fat Tony comes in and finds them, it's at nighttime.
What the hell happened up there?
Which makes me wonder if this was not a complete cut or not a complete finished film,
Well-
because you would have color corrected everything.
Unless you didn't know you were supposed to do that.
Yeah. That's the thing, is you question the level of competence of the people involved.
Well-
because even at that base level, like when you're shooting, you would not look at that lighting and say, this is acceptable.
Yes, but in the post-production process, when you watch the 2 edits back to back, cut from the bed to the reverse of the bed, and one is clearly, white toned colors, and then the other is clearly orange.
Right.
Anyone who has a brain would say that shot looks different, even the audience. So a filmmaker or an editor would go, maybe I should tweak that color.
However, if you're Clayton Prince and you have written and directed a film by me.
Listen, Clayton Prince was on The Cosby Show.
Okay. And he is a hip hop genius.
Yes.
Yes.
Black Ninja! I would like to bring up the rape in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Couple of rapes,
There's
actually.
multiple rapes in this movie.
Would you
Yeah.
call this film rapey?
Oh, I don't even know what this movie does.
Now look at my client. Kind of looks like an idiot, don't he?
It sort of like tries to imply like a menacingness about rape, and then this rapist goes on trial, but then Black Ninja gets the rapist back by getting him back in jail, and then he gets raped.
He gets raped.
But by a huge
You could say portly gentleman.
portly gentleman in drag.
Take off your pants. Excuse me? I said take off your pants. Yo, man, I don't get down like. Don't make me say it again. Take off your pants.
Rape to women is terrible, but a guy getting raped by a big fat dude in prison is hysterical.
Do you
Like, is
think-
that what he's trying to say?
Do you think
Right.
it's making fun of transvestites? Because he was wearing a wig and he had long fingernails.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And a bra
He had a
above
bra.
his
Above
boobs.
his boobs.
Well, a blonde-haired wig and a bra and Lee press-on nails are standard prison issue.
Man, what the hell? Shut your mouth and take off your pants. Take off your pants!
I was raped in prison once, and
Oh.
it was funny.
Were you laughing at the time, or was it sort of like a later in reflection?
It was a slightly later in reflection. In Black Ninja, there's always a kung fu kick or a punch,
Right.
and they triple it.
They loop the footage 3 times.
Always.
But it's not
Always
only
3 times.
It would make sort of make sense if it was every time Black Ninja did something awesome, but it does it towards the end when the Red Ninja is beating the shit out of Black Ninja.
Who would ever make that decision?
Clayton Prince.
Yeah.
Who would be so stupid?
Clayton
Me.
Prince.
You?
Wait, what?
Oh, me. Directed by me.
Oh,
All right,
me.
gotcha.
Go home. We don't want you here.
The extras in this film are amazing, as is the direction of the extras in the film.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes.
The most amazing extra is the guy in the background in the police station who is typing on a computer that's not on.
That's not on. There's also during the police scene where they're questioning the woman, where the background extra is dusting for prints, but just in one tiny corner of a table.
While holding a walkie-talkie that he's not really actually speaking in, so he's just holding it.
He occasionally mouths words though.
Does he?
I couldn't tell if his
I
mouth
couldn't
was
tell
moving.
either.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought
it's
it
such
looked
a-
like I'm thinking about using it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But there was also the one lady, the African American lady with the hat.
I guess I didn't need you after all, huh? Ali.
Fat Tony comes up to Clayton Prince. Remember, after he wins his trial.
And he insults him. And
he's insulting him. And
the lady's just ignoring everything.
She's literally 2 feet away from the mobster that was on trial.
Give my best to Dr. Allen when you see her again.
Like, her job was, she was told to
Not pay attention.
act disappointed at the verdict of the trial. That was her instruction as an extra. And so she goes, but really, like, he's right here.
And he's insulting and threatening the person right next to you. You would have some sort of reaction to that,
Not
right?
just the fact that someone's insulting and threatening, but it happens to be the guy that was on trial that you're there watching. So Clayton Prince, of course, plays the Black Ninja.
Yep.
And he also plays a defense attorney by day. He gets off bad criminals. And in one of his previous cases, he did the trial for a stereotypical Asian stereotype.
Yes.
Who was a ninja who wore a kung fu outfit to trial.
Yeah.
It was like a sparring outfit. Instead of advising his client to wear a suit, he decided it would be okay to wear a kung fu outfit.
But he got him off.
Yeah, but Clayton Prince's character somehow tapped into his client's bank account records and discovered he had $100,000 in an offshore bank account.
I looked into his bank account on my computer. I found out he had $100,000 in a foreign account. So I decided to get greedy. I charged him just that amount to defend him.
And then the client agreed to pay him the $100,000, but then went and killed his whole family because he was mad about how much he charged him.
Yes, he very carefully wrote, was it worth $100,000 in his son's blood on a mirror in the house? Like, very carefully, very precisely.
But there was no evidence to convict him of the crime of killing his family.
Because he used the ancient Japanese execution method of shishodomo.
I knew it was him because of the slow and painful way that he killed my family.
She died when I want her to die. Not 1 second before. Is that understood?
I am going to kill Tracy Allen if you don't bring me a diamond.
He has to steal a diamond in order to save the girl from the Red Ninja. And he uses a very sweet and awesome spy kit of baby powder and a dentist mirror.
To get the priceless diamond from a plastic box that has fingerprints all over it.
It's already dirty, and it doesn't have any sort of lock on it. It's just got 2 security guards looking directly over it.
It should be noted, though, that Black Ninja does access pornography that the other security guards watch by opening up the breaker box.
Whoa, check this out. How the hell did that get on here?
Somehow that creates porn on their monitor.
I think it was supposed to be like a cable TV box.
Sure.
Even though no such thing exists.
Yeah.
I mean, it works for Black Ninja.
Before he steals the diamond, he jumps on the roof of the car.
Oh, yes.
I don't think he's gonna show. Fool! I could have shot you.
They apparently digitally
Jostle
the car. The reason I point it out is that it's a completely flawless effect.
Yes, yes.
That really gives the impression that someone landed on the roof of the car.
Yeah, which is weird because I was surprised when he was on the roof of the car. So.
Well, the greatest thing is that he does it again, and the guy says,
I hate it when he does that.
He's done it one other time.
But he really hates it.
He hates it.
Where is he? Tell me now, or I will break your face.
Can we talk about the mob boss?
Yes.
Let's talk about the mob boss.
Yes,
and how
Fat
he's
Tony.
Fat Tony, and how you see him multiple times laying on a massage table. There's just a folding table with a sheet over it because it looks horribly uncomfortable. There's no padding.
Yep.
And two horribly unattractive women massaging him
In bikinis.
because that's what happens to mob bosses. That's what they do.
Also, don't forget that you can have the same massage several days later with the same girls in the exact same bikinis, but they switch positions.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you and your boys do that thing for me tonight when she gets out of work. That just means I got 2 people to whack before next week instead of 1.
That's that level of realism that I expect from Black Ninja, which was a movie that was written by a 7th grader. There was actually a competition.
Oh.
It was the junior high write a screenplay competition, and that's who won this.
How would you imagine that went, that pitch? That 7th grader talking about the plot of the movie. How do you think you would describe Black Ninja?
Yo, I'm gonna write a movie and it's gonna be by me.
The movie's about a black ninja, and he's a good guy at the daytime, but when night comes, he stops women from getting their purses robbed.
And then there's another ninja that's a red ninja,
And he's the
and
bad
he
guy.
doesn't like him.
The red ninja murdered his family.
Oh!
Then he charged him $100,000 because he found out that's how much he had in his bank account.
He hacked into his bank account with his computer technology.
From his secret laboratory in his basement with just 2 giant computer monitors and a keyboard and a picture of his dead wife and a giant spotlight on him against a black brick wall.
Yep. Speaking of, can I bring up the ghost?
I don't wanna be all alone.
His dead wife
Yes.
appears after we think the heroine has had her throat slit and says, you can do this. I believe in you.
Please do it for me.
And her delivery is terrible.
Well, she is dead. I mean,
true.
you sort of
She doesn't
lose
have any
your
emotion at that
acting
point.
ability once you're dead. So yeah, Black Ninja is not the most hysterical bad movie ever. It's funny in parts, but it's more fascinating as far as how it can get every single possible element of filmmaking wrong to the point where you question the people that made it and how did they not understand this?
I agree wholeheartedly. No, it comes off like the level of filmmaking that like an amateur high school student would have.
Yeah.
Because there's that scene where Fat Tony, the criminal or the mob boss, he shoots a guy right in front of him.
Right.
And it's just a one shot, and they don't change the camera positions. There's no like build-up of tension. There's no. He shoots him, and then it almost looks like an improvised scene. And then you see cars driving in the background and people walking, and it's like obviously not a closed set.
You told him where I live. Oh! Go!
I think that this movie, for me, leaves me with the question, what? In the way that What's Your Number leaves Mike with the question, what?
But I enjoy a good old-fashioned crime story and a film where I know how it's going to end.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
And I
didn't know how this movie was going to end because I didn't know what was going on ever.
That's fair. What are they saying? What's happening? What?
So it's like a very like a provocative film because you ask more questions than are answered.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like a good, well-made documentary.
Yeah.
Or like a David Lynch film.
Would Black Ninja be a good David Lynch film?
When you're looking through the sky, I'll be the light, making problems blow up like dynamite.
I'm trying to think of a good situation in which one would watch Black Ninja. I think maybe if you were throwing like a ninja party or perhaps a Pimps and Hoes party.
What about being stranded at like an airport where your flight's delayed for like 16 hours?
Yeah.
And you have absolutely nothing to do. Would you watch Black Ninja?
No. Maybe like if
The departure screen is more entertaining
Yeah.
and has a better plot.
The best time to watch Black Ninja is to get in the mood.
Oh.
Yeah.
The mood to...
Coitus.
You mean...
Sex. Have you guys ever had sex?
I've heard of it. The word sounds familiar.
Okay.
Let's just say my number is -1.
You didn't have to tell me, I already knew.
Well, as far as my recommendation of Black Ninja, I would recommend it. It is not a movie that's so bad it's funny all the time.
No.
It's almost so bad it's bad. But I would definitely recommend it to filmmakers to see a disaster happen before their eyes in every aspect of filmmaking, from writing to sound editing to lighting, especially lighting.
Yes.
The lighting in this film is atrocious. It's a giant shop light blasted at the actors from one direction, and it's amazingly bad.
Yes.
You and I are not good at lighting things.
No.
But
Better than this.
anyone is better than this.
Well, filmmaking is a series of choices. Every aspect of it is like how am I going to light this scene? How are we going to shoot it? How is it going to be edited? Does this work? And this movie gets every single one of those questions wrong in a really fascinating way.
If you're looking to watch a film that's funny bad and educationally bad,
yes,
you should pick up a copy of Black Ninja. And Clayton,
call us. We'll put you on the show.
We have some questions about the final version of this film. I'm very curious.
Black Ninja.
Get a wife and drop dead.
Well, that certainly was the worst film about a black ninja I've ever seen.
I don't know. How do you feel about Troop Beverly Hills?
Oh, yeah, I love Eddie Murphy.
Shut up! You! Get out!
Why?
I'm closing down the comedy club. You're out of a job, sweetheart.
Well, back to the laugh bucket.
I'm sorry. But this is really good news for us, because now we can get back to work on the VCR.
Not so fast. You see, the comedy club's been bought out by an IKEA.